Huntsman. Hello everyone, welcome to Dark Souls 2's beta. Oh, I was so excited for this. This is post-commentary. I decided against doing live.
Buy something, anything. Oh, come now, help and all.
Creepy old lady. But she has quite a variety of things, and I'm pretty sure that they're just there to give players a way of different things to test out. She carries a pretty common amount of weapons, and she even has some magic in a wing. I never got that wing, sadly. I didn't also try out archery. I didn't try any of the other characters in this online beta. I just went with the magic usual. Of course, Mr. Mage of Japan.
Lonely times these.
We go through. I get to go through her dialogue a little later. I was just kind of, I want to start getting things. What? Bonfire. Now, I don't know if some of these screens are temporary or if this is really how the screens will look. Being a in progress game, who knows? Of course, keep in mind, being an online beta, this is still in progress, not the final product. So,
You? My name is Melentia. You're a stranger to this land. Oh, we get as strangers these days. Everybody's gone and run off. Drang Lake's been a pile of rubble since the war fought long, long ago. And the giants.
Now what?
Lonely
Now, right
times.
there is a very interesting piece of dialogue I found right now. Notice the box is slightly moved when I bumped them. Apparently there's a whole new physics engine where even just bumping them will actually move them. But interesting dialogue right there. A war long, long ago. The only war we know that took place in the world of Dark Souls is the war amongst man versus the dragons, and basically what you could argue between Gwyn and the demons. So it's kind of interesting to hear talk about a war and then giants. We know there were giants apparently in the Tomb of the Giants, but we don't ever see actual giants except for giant skeletons. And the Draylings, look at them, they look like one corpses now. They don't look like weird, chewed up beef jerky or something. So they have a much more disgusting look in here. And the soul effects, it did feel a lot like the Tokyo Game Show, the Tokyo Game Show's demo, which is good. It didn't feel drastically different in a lot of elements. Now, that fog gate there, we can't go through it. It blocks us to wherever would be past there. Now, we can use bonfires to light torches, which was one of the primary things shown off. Now, here I'm just seeing if these guys would do anything, because in the Tokyo Game Show demo, there was a shitload of guys who would attack you, and you definitely can attack them, as you can see. Now, I don't really do any online stuff for a little while here, but I like to think I got a decent try at everything. Now, what I really did try more of in this versus when I played the Tokyo Game Show version was dual wielding, not dual wielding, I mean two-handing the casting wand. That was something I found out late in the Comic-Con's lifespan, so. And obviously I'm killing these guys, and I wanted to test something here, because in the Tokyo Game Show, you could two-hand and keep your torch lit when you go back to one hand, which obviously worked, so. Now, it's also important to point out the shield I have with this character. is a talisman. So it forsakes the parrying ability to cast miracles or faith spells. So that's a new mechanic with some shields. Obviously, it doesn't block 100% though because of it. Yeah, I'm just ignoring summoning signs for a little bit. Now I'm running back because now that was a little weird with the body though. I'm running back because basically I want to use my souls before I explore the unknown and inevitably die from somebody wanting to maul me.
Don't.
So I'm basically looking at what to try out. I do try a few of the weapons, not all of them. I basically don't get to try any of the really strength heavy based weapons. I did not get that, but that is the talisman. So, since my shield is a talisman, I didn't bother buying it. Now my stats are basically built to wear anything. Now, the weapon system, now look here at the armor. You see, the armor now has a stat requirement and a scaling. So now it looks like that defense, or forms of defense, will scale with your stats now. And that's very interesting with armor. And also needing a stat requirement to properly wear it, that will make it, like, the arrow problem with, well, it's not arrow, but I mean, the problem with original Dark Souls, what people do, go get Havel's Wing and then get the heaviest armor in the fucking game and
Thanks.
just do flips and shit around. That's basically why they nerfed the flip wing, because, like, people were basically abusing that way much so. Now, here's where I actually realized that there was a stat requirement. My stats do not meet the ability to wear those, so I can't wear them properly, and I'm not sure what kind of penalty you get. I mean, usually with weapons, you just get a huge damage reduction, so it's hard to say really how much of a penalty you're going to really get from wearing armor you can't properly wear. Would it still be possible to be worth it? In special abilities, we don't know if a lot of equipment's going to have special abilities, like they do in Dark Souls and Demon Souls, though more so in Demon Souls. There wasn't as much in Dark Souls, in my opinion. It was mostly wing-based and a few hats. But yeah, these guys are completely different enemies from the Tokyo Game Show version. That version had a much more different enemy roster. These are all like thieves, but they definitely are crazy and relentless to kill you. The AI is certainly still very interesting. There is a weird staggering issue, which really, to be honest, I'm kind of surprised nobody really has compared it to Demon Souls. A lot of people commented on being odd, but I find the weird staggering that everyone experiences, like Demon Souls. Demon Souls didn't have, and see there, you can't outrun arrows now. They're really good aim, and that guy just breaks through the fucking door. But yeah, the archers you can't just fucking dodge out or just move out of the way. They seem very more homing on you. Now, basically, I mess with these guys a lot in melee. They're not really hard. Obviously, I take advantage of the staggering. Basically, get them near a wall or something, and you get to stagger them easy. Backstabs are still very useful, but they're much harder to pull off, like I said, in the Tokyo Game Show version. I'm just going to say demo. I'm just going to say demo. I mean, the demo was everywhere. But yeah, want to get out of here. And, oh, I got my first invader. I don't remember if I survived or not. But I will admit, I do know a little of the beta. When I got back from New York, I saw a few people. So I did get to see that this is a shortcut, so I wanted to activate that. Oh, and he was behind me. Yeah, see, I wasn't sure where he was gonna show up. Now, I didn't get to try that spell too much, and he backfires with the same thing. Yeah, I think I died to this guy. I think I had a pretty close fight, I think. But I got that forced hit basically killed me. Yeah, and he goes back to the spell casting and oop. Yeah, and kills me. It looked like he was testing out the swinging a little. But yeah, we died. But at least my souls will be easy to get. The loading screen is, well, boring in loading. Personally, I prefer the Demon Souls loading screen, so I kind of hope they go back to that. I don't really like the Dark Souls loading screen where it shows like half the equipment's details. Kind of ruins the experience, in my opinion. And I think now is when I talk to her a little more. And yeah. Hooray! Huzzah! The forced death. Now, death, it's like they took the concept of the courses from Dark Souls and basically made it part of death now. As you die, your max cap of your current health goes down and you become hollow. Now, I didn't realize it yet, but you do still have hollowing. Like, when they announced that you would still be able to be evaded and stuff when you're hollow, that is true. But you cannot summon people while hollow still. So, for a while I start wondering why I don't see summoning signs anymore, because it never really occurred to me that they just were strictly referring to invading. So you have to use if it's basically humanity. It seems like a lot of the names for a lot of stuff has been like lost to time. Like they hint that they had formal names and identities and such, but it's humanity basically. You'll have to use one to resurrect yourself back to human form, and you'll get your health all back. And allowing you to summon people. So I get to be hollow for a while if I remember correctly. And yeah, we're gonna see this marching for a while. But there is someone else, but I sadly did not get to partake in that. There's also another covenant in the game. The Covenant of the Blue, apparently only certain classes in this beta actually just automatically start in it. So there's no way to actually currently join it in this demo. So I was actually frantically trying to look for that because I knew there was this Covenant of Blue in the demo too, which at the end I was sad that I never got to try it, and still kind of sad even after I found out how. Now, if you want to read these, feel free to pause. I kind of take a second so you can pause and read each one if you're curious. As you may notice, they added some new stats, and resistance controls defense now, and they gave HP its own complete stat, so... And they added agility, which has a strong effect on movement and your rolling. I mean, obviously there's so much limitations of what we can test, and yeah, how the hell I missed that guy, I don't know. But yeah, as you can see, the staggering effect, it really reminds me of Demon Souls, because there was no poise in it. Which makes me wonder if poise is working in this beta. I don't know if it is or not, and there's a bonfire in here. I don't know if poise was even working, because it seemed like no matter what, you basically would get staggered like it was Demon Souls. So, I'm either saying poise isn't working, or it wasn't possible to stack enough poise to notice anything. There is some stuff with poise. See, that barrel was rolling, so there seems to be a real new kind of physics engine to stuff around. But yeah, we see that there's something over there, and we see a bloodstain, and we also see there's a little cliff down there. So I basically partake to higher ground. Now here's something I want we see this as a viewer as opposed to playing. See, that hit me, and I have my shield out. Now you could argue that was at angle. I don't think I've ever successfully blocked that guy every time I came up here. I'm not sure if that's some kind of weird kind of dead angling or something now. But I'm not sure if anyone else experienced that either. And we get our first wing, the wing of war. The wing of war. Luckily, wings do not require stats, so that's nice because that would well, that would suck for some wings. So you can't use this wing because you don't have so and so strength or intelligence. Could do some weird stuff though. But yeah, basically like, should I jump? Also, to note, I did talk about jumping being changed in the Tokyo Game Show the demo. And when you start this beta, you actually you can change it back to how Dark Souls was, which is why I currently have, because I wanted to try it with Dark Souls original jump style. So I guess they got a lot of people that complained about how you jump. So now you can either play how you can do jumping like Dark Souls, or you can do the new system where you hit L3 in while running. I still say that jump is so much. It looks like you're just skipping. So yeah, darkness, no torch, lovely. So yeah, here you're gonna see me use the miracle with my shield, which that's about the only time I ever did it. Eventually my healing items have become so freaking full it never dawned on me to use it again. But yeah, I obviously taking my time because aside from this, most of the rest of the online beta was blind to me. I have not seen a single person go anywhere around here. I've only seen a few of the monsters in the actual forest, and the Lord of Skeletons is about all I've seen. So I have no idea what the hell is going on around here. So obviously I'm like, eh. And then, you know, we come to this dead end, so I'm like, is there a visible wall or something? You know? So obviously it dawns on, yeah, this time you're gonna have to fall off somewhere. Because there's no freaking way up, so, at least not from here. So, you'll find, if I, come on, you knucklehead, find him. I know what you're looking for. You're looking for mushrooms. Shh. Yeah! I fall to my death. And we got a bunch of guys here just going chilling. Now here, I think I was looking for any throwable items. Or that. But if I remember correctly, yeah. Now, to reiterate, when you two-hand your staff and use heavy, you have single hand light and heavy, and two-hand light and heavy, and each one obviously progressively takes longer to cast and more stamina drain. But obviously deals more damage with each one. Now, what I never got to try in the Tokyo game, in the demo, was if you use L1, your shield, or your left hand, while two-handing your staff, you will actually go into a first-person aiming mode, which is the new bow mechanic. So you can also do that with stabs, and I did very horribly. Now this chest, I was just like, there's blood stains everywhere. So I decided to watch these blood stains, and I'm kind of, you know, I'm like, I'm not seeing anything that really indicates the chest really killing him, but I'm just like, I don't know, there's something really suspicious about this chest. Now this guy just went over here, and I found it weird he just died, and in a second, we're gonna find out what he probably died from. But, so I'm like, what should I do? Let's try that one more time now. Anyway, I decided to obviously do what most people, and like, I like, what? Yeah, I got out of that, luckily. But yeah, I was expecting something trying to eat my face off, but instead I got caught out of freaking death. So, yeah, we avoided death. I'm assuming that's either like toxin or poison or something, so I'm gonna assume that guy, because notice the last one, he wasn't doing any fighting or anything. He was just walking, and then he just fucking died. Just dropped over and died. So, I'm going to assume that's what it is. I don't really know, though, because I avoided it, and I didn't get to try any other counters, because the beta ended by the time I will probably felt like trying someone else. Ooh, sorry. Yeah, just kind of looking through all this stuff. Now, we did get a new weapon now, but sadly I can't wield it. I can't wield a lot of stuff. That I can wield, and as you can see, it's a vast improvement. So, you might notice a lot of these look like stuff from Dark Souls. We can't really say whether these are temporary use or permanent. Now, here I got stuck for just a little bit, not too long. I was just kind of like, huh. Well, it definitely looks different, but what do I do? And apparently, all you have to do is hit X. There's no prompt, you just hit X. So, apparently, there will be new annoying sequence abound. So, another long, dark tunnel. Who knows what dark things may be at the end. Also, of course, notice the cloth physics. They're very nice. I really like it. And we see shitload of bloodstains and more cages. What's up with the Souls games and always having a cage for transportation? Of course, I don't think any of them beat Demon Souls cage. I mean, that's just a creepy one. Dark Souls cage and Sin's Fortress, eh. But, kind of interesting how you curl up in there. We get a few nice, shots of the face, which look ugly. Like, oh my goodness, like, diseased when ugly. We thought Hollowed looked fucking weird. But, yeah, and we come to, again, another obvious stone. So this time, we just hit X, and it magically works. Now, I play defensively here, be careful of something, and yep. Now here, I think we get a very good idea of close quarters combat with the stun effect. Because basically, get your opponent to a wall, and you just win. Now, I'm really hoping it's just poise isn't working properly, because I am, like, later on, you're gonna see, this is good, this was a 3-hour recording, and I'm probably gonna break it up into, like, 20, 30-minute sessions of video, but, you're gonna get to see later, how that's kinda makes it so much easier in a way. Now all these guys seem to wield two daggers, no shields or anything, so they're not very dangerous. Now you hear those footsteps. Now these thieves guys don't make that, so that means someone else is in here. And I believe at this time I'm starting to freak out. Somebody might be trying to evade me with that the saving icon appearing. So I was like, oh shit. So I wanted to get him out of the way because dreadlings ain't really hard. You know, just like all the dreadlings, they're just simple. Now the thing with the slash spell here, the great sword, it's definitely very awesome, and powerful, but it just takes. It's not something you can just react with. You have to pre-plan it, because then you just end up like that, where I just got hit. You can't use it at the last second. You have to pre-plan the slash. And we got a few more dwellings. Now, I believe I went around downstairs here in a second. Yeah. You're gonna see these torch stands in here. It should be, yeah, right there to my left. If you had a lit torch, you could have lit that, and you could have actually lit up this room. I know this for sure because later on I do actually light in a different location, but it's the same thing. It's a torch you can light. So, and also obviously make new locations where you can make torches or get torches. So, as far as I can tell, you don't need anything to just have a torch. So, you don't have to have like sticks of wood or something like the Legend of Zelda Ocarina of Time or something. So, yeah, this is back where we came from, so there's only one way up.